What is up, y'all? Yeah, I'm just going to get right into it. It's interesting how you see across the internet, regardless of what platform you're using currently, people just shitting on motivation. Like, motivation is a lie, motivation is trash, motivation is. You don't need motivation, you just need discipline. Don't need motivation, you just need discipline. How can you be disciplined at anything if you are not motivated first to do so? I was even curious, right? I was just asking myself, I was like, are there different types of motivation? Look that one up. There's like 15 different types of motivation. Insane. It's what? 15? 15 different types of motivation. Crazy. No idea why we need that much, but we have it. We got options. 15 different types of motivation. But motivation's a lie. Motivation doesn't exist. If you listen to David Goggins, he's just like, oh yeah, fuck motivation, fuck motivation. Everyone's like, yeah, fuck motivation. Why did David Goggins say that if he wasn't first motivated to say it? Why did David Goggins become David Goggins if he wasn't first motivated to do it? He was motivated by the fact that he identified himself as a fat piece of shit. He was motivated by the pain of identifying as a fat piece of shit. He was motivated to move forward by the idea that if he puts in the work, he will no longer be a fat piece of shit in his mind. He was motivated. Everything that he did came from a source of motivation. The anti-motivation man, David Goggins himself, would not be David Goggins without motivation. Whoa. Fucking mind blower, huh? Isn't that crazy? Wait, is motivation real? So many people say it's bullshit. Why would they say it's bullshit? Get them clicks. People are like, wait, what? Motivation's bullshit. It's a lie? Here, let me click on that. Let me consume that content. I mean, I can't talk shit. I'm doing the same thing in reverse. I mean, I can't talk shit. We're all hypocrites. So yeah, I'm talking shit. I'm talking shit on the people that shit on motivation. Why do they shit on motivation? Ignorance, arrogance, laziness, combination of all three. I'm not here to shit on you if you shit on motivation. I'm here to shit on the idea, the belief of this, like, where the fuck is this coming from? People being like, oh, you don't need motivation. You don't need motivation. You don't? Why'd you say that then? You're obviously motivated to say that. Your ego was motivated to have you speak, to have you get some social validation by having other people be like, oh, yeah, I agree. Fuck yeah. Motivation. Can't have anything without motivation. You want to be disciplined? Can't be disciplined without motivation. How can you be disciplined to do something without first having the motivation to do so? I've asked a lot of people this, and they just move the goalposts. Like, oh yeah, or they just throw out some cliche shit, like, motivation is what gets the fire burning, but discipline's what keeps it alive. Like, cool. You just sounded really cool right there. What does that mean though? Motivation gets the fire going, but discipline keeps it alive? Motivation gets the fire going. So motivation is the spark. It's the flame. It's the fire. Because what is a spark, right? Just a little bitty fire. So motivation's the fire. Okay, I can work with that. That makes sense. And then discipline is the fuel that burns the fire. Okay, I'm right there with you. That makes fucking sense. But to say that you can have discipline without motivation? No, that's stupid. That sounds fucking stupid. That's like being like, oh yeah, I got this gasoline here. I got the fire right here in this gasoline. Look at all this fuel I have. That's the fire right there. Is it? Is it fire? I mean, it can cause a fire, but it needs fire first, right? Fuel needs fire, right? Right? Yeah. Okay. So the fire needs the fuel. That's a quandary, isn't it? Start thinking about that. Motivation is the fire. Discipline is the fuel. Motivation is the fire. Discipline is the fuel. Can't have discipline without motivation. Something about that just seems off. You can't have discipline without motivation. It's like saying you can't have fire without the fuel. You can't have the fuel without the fire. So now are we just in some bullshit semantics? Which came first, the chicken or the egg? What? Why does it matter? Why have the conversation to begin with? And that is what motivated me to make this video. It's like, is motivation bullshit? Is motivation a lie? What about discipline? Can you be disciplined without motivation? Like, oh yeah, I show up even though I'm not motivated. It's like, really? I imagine you're motivated by some past pain, some past trauma, some past bad experiences that you don't like, you didn't enjoy. So that's motivating you to show up and be disciplined, correct? Maybe. Here's another way to look at it. You're disciplined because you are motivated by the results you will receive by being disciplined. You show up to the gym even when you don't feel like it because you want to be that person, that fit person, that stronger person. You don't feel like going into work, but you're motivated by that paycheck. You're motivated by making a difference. So they say, yeah, discipline's showing up even when you don't feel like it. It's like, okay, fair. But you can't show up if you're not motivated to show up, if you're not motivated by something. So what is motivation? Is that just some buzzword we say? Just this ambiguous, mysterious concept? Motivation. What the fuck is motivation? My motivation is different from your motivation, just like your motivation is different from the next person's motivation. Motivation. What a strange thing. And it's just this thing that I constantly see across different social platforms. YouTube talks about it, TikTok, X, Insta, school.com with a K, not the old school. Don't recommend that. They all talk about motivation. It's weird that we're so concerned about motivation. You want more motivation, right? So you click on the shits. Do you actually get more motivation from that, though? I mean, if you think you do, then you do. If you believe you do, then you do. But then that makes you want to ask the question, which is, could I have just gotten that motivation from myself? Did I even have to click on that shit? Did I even have to watch that motivational playlist? Did I have to listen to that motivational mantra, quote, saying? Did that cause the motivation? Or was the motivation already inside, did I already have the motivation? And then this triggered it? Kind of makes sense, doesn't it? That you already have all the motivation you need. You just need to be reminded. You just need to have somebody tell you something that you're like, oh wow, that was extremely motivational. It's like, what is this motivation word we keep speaking about? Let's give it a Google. Let us see what the